Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Escoffier Online. My name is Chef Caesar. Today I want to show you how to do a baked fish and papillote. This basically means in parchment. So we're going to wrap everything in that parchment paper with some vegetables, and I'm using a tilapia fillet. You can use any other type of fish or protein too, even like lamb or steak or even chicken breast. Even though this is considered a dry cooking method, the finished product is far from being dry. All the steam is trapped inside the pouch of the parchment paper, and it comes out very moist. You can also add some water or maybe a little wine or even stock to make it even more moist. So I'm going to start by cutting up some vegetables. I'm going to use some fresh fennel, some yellow squash, some bell peppers to add to my fish, but you can also add different vegetables if you want. If you can just omit the vegetables if at all. And this also helps to keep the protein very moist, because vegetables have a high moisture content, so when they cook, all the steam it gives off, and it's gonna be trapped. So we're gonna start by cutting some of the fennel. You want to peel the outer layer of the fennel. It's very tough, so I use a peeler. You want to just slice it really thin. Okay, do a few slices like this. Also gonna julienne it a little bit. And this has a very licorice taste. A lot of people don't like fennel, but I like it myself. But if you don't, you could just leave it off. Some people use fresh too for salads, which gives a nice crunchy texture. I'm also going to slice some yellow squash. You can use zucchinis or other type of vegetable as well. Put my vegetables to the side here. I got some yellow bell peppers. I julienne them here. I'm also going to put some green onion tops. Okay. And you can prepare this ahead of time. I mean, you can make the pouches, and then once you're ready to serve them, they only take about 10 to 15 minutes in the oven at 400 degrees to bake. So they cook very quick, and you can make them a few hours ahead of time, even the day before. Keep them in the fridge, and you just pop them in the oven when they're ready. That's how we do them in the restaurant setting. We make a batch of them ready to go, and then we'll just put them in the oven once the time comes. I'm also going to put some lemon wheels here. Okay. Now it's time to wrap my fish here in parchment paper. So I got a piece of parchment paper. Make sure you use parchment paper and not wax paper. If you use wax paper, it makes a big mess. The wax starts to melt. So you want to cut a piece about 15 by 13 inches. You want to fold it in half, okay? If you want to cut it into like a heart shape, that's fine. If not, just leave it as a rectangle like this. Okay. Now I'm going to put some butter down, some just regular whole butter. If you have clarified butter, that's fine too. This is going to help to keep the product from sticking to the paper. Okay, you want to rub some butter on the top and the bottom, both sides of the paper. If it's soft enough, you can use a pastry brush. This is a little bit still harsh, so you can also use some oil or even clarified butter too. Will work. Okay. Now we're going to layer some of our vegetables in the bottom here. So I put my zucchinis, my yellow squash here first. You want to put them close to the band over here, because otherwise you won't have room to fold it. And you want to fold this real tight. You don't want any steam coming out. You want to keep it in there very nice and sealed, so it keeps nice and moist when it bakes. Put some of this bell peppers down here. Okay, this. You want to put some salt and pepper. And you guys can use different types of vegetables if you like. You don't have to necessarily use this. Now I'm gonna, got my fillet here. It's a nice tilapia fillet. Again, you can use a different type of fish. Salmon works really well. using this cooking method. So you want to season both sides with some salt and pepper. Okay. Now we're going to put the fish right over the vegetables here, okay? Now I'm going to put some, a few more pieces here of fennel on top. If you want, you can also put like a little piece of butter. So when it melts, it's going to be nice and moist here. And the lemon wheels here. I'm also going to throw some herbs. I got some fresh tarragon here. A couple sprigs. This is going to give some nice flavor as well. A little top from the fresh fennel. And if you want, you can sprinkle a little white wine. Okay, this is going to help to keep the fish nice and moist. Okay, you can also use like a stock, like chicken stock or fish stock, or just a little water too. Okay. Now it's as you can see, this is very quick process. Now we're going to seal this. You want to fold this top over. Okay. You want to start at the corner. And you want to make sure that you seal this very tight, okay? Because you don't want any steam escaping. So you want to start at this corner, kind of fold the edges and press down the creases. Okay, let's go all the way around, okay? I'm going to continue to press down. Otherwise, when it cooks, this is going to puff up, and you don't want the seals to open. Otherwise, all the steam is going to, escape, and you're going to end up with a dry piece of fish. So you want to press down really nice. At this point, you can, bake it right away, or you can keep it in your refrigerator until it's time to bake this. Like I say, it only takes about 10 to 15 minutes at 400 degrees to bake nicely. And I already got one cooked for you guys, so I wanted to show you what it's like. So I'm going to take it out of here. And as you can see, it puffs up really nice. Okay, so what it looks like. And normally you would send this out like this, and you open it up, and right in front of the customer, you would put like this side starch or whatever you use in the plate, and then you just plate it right, open it up when it gets to the table, so the customer, gets to smell the steam when it comes out. So this is going to go back in the oven. And it's going to bake for about 10 to 15 minutes, 400 degrees. Now, like I was saying before, you can normally send this on the plate and open, and the customer will open it themselves. You're just going to open it up and kind of peel the paper back, and you can see, it comes out really nice. See the steam comes out. It smells wonderful. Okay. And you can see there's a lot of liquid down here because all the moisture gets trapped when it's baked and nothing escapes. So this is a very moist piece of fish right now. But right now I'm going to plate this. I'm going to get it out of here. I'm going to put it in a nice plate. I got some purple rice I'm going to use today. And I also did a green pea puree. So on my plate here, I'm going to put a little butter around this mold. Okay, I got some nice purple rice. This is very sticky rice. It has a lot of starch, so when you cook it, it's not going to separate like you normally see long grain rice, due to the fact this is a very gelatinous rice. It has a lot of gelatin, so when it cooks, it's going to be very sticky. Many times it's used to make sushi. Make a little tower here. that. I'm gonna put some of my sauce down here. I made a green pea and onion puree here. If you don't want, you don't have to put a sauce, but there's a lot of flavor in this liquid inside the pouch there. I'm going to kind of pull this apart. Let's to the side here. Yep. Okay. I'm going to put some of the vegetables down here. Normally you would not do this, okay? In the restaurants that you just bring the little pouch with the rice on the side, and you want to let the customer open it up for you. But I just want to give you some ideas for like plating. That's why I'm doing this right now. Yes, we have a question here by one of our students. Go right ahead. The sauce, okay, somebody wants to know what kind of sauce is this? This is a green pea and onion puree. I just use a little bit of chicken stock and just green peas, and pretty much that's it. And I cook them and puree them with some like the chicken broth. Okay. I want tomatoes on like this. I put a little microgreens over the top here. And there you have it, a nice baked fish, which is very simple to make. I hope you guys get to try this at home. As you can see, it's very easy. But you know, I want to thank you guys for being here this morning, and I'll see you guys again in a couple weeks.
Thank you.